Hi guys, welcome to Show Me Homesteading, and I am hoping to upload this video. It is beautiful up here in Northeast Missouri, which is why we're Show Me Homesteading. In our channel, I would just like to share a little bit of the love of the outdoors. This is actually our pond. You cannot tell, because we have inches and inches of ice, and now we have probably about 2 inches of snow on top of that. And I'm just going to walk you around a little bit and show you a little bit of our property. We have lived here for 6 years now, and we've had some livestock. We've had some we've had goats, we've had a calf, but mostly right now we just have our pets. We have some dogs, and we have a bunch of cats. So if you can guess, we do not have a mouse problem. And I've actually got one of our girls following me right now. This is Silver, one of our mama cats. She's one of our oldest cats. When we moved to the property, the previous tenant left a mama cat and 3 kittens. And we got rid of the mama cat and kept 3 of the kittens, and we just love them to death. And then they help us out around here, keeping everything cleaned up and tidy, but they're also our pets. So all right, I'll catch back up with you when I get to the other side. Okay, here we are on the back side of the pond. This is pretty much the furthest corner on our property. A little more information: we have 10 acres here. 5 of it is pasture land, which we do not currently use, and I would like to change that. When we first looked for this property, we pretty much were trying to find something that we could eventually go off grid, do solar or wind or whatever. This is our big pond, and we have a hill up here, and down here we also have a runoff pond to this one. So this one's just little, and I will head back up the hill and I'll show you a little bit more around. Alright, I've walked up here on top of the hill, and as you can see, here's a small pond here, and we have a beautiful little pathway through here. It's just gorgeous when it's all got the leaves all out and everything. But right now it's a pretty day today. We've got this beautiful light snowfall. Here's the big pond here. But this makes a beautiful trail. Our adult children loves to come up here and ride the 4-wheelers and walk around, and we like to fish and stuff like that. And I noticed that there's a tree down right here, and it's actually got bagworms on it, so that means it's dead. I don't know if you're familiar with bagworms in your area. Here, I'll zoom it in a little bit. That's what these little hanging things are. And they have literally killed this tree. Generally, they are on an evergreen tree, but this is not an evergreen tree, but this is actually water. It's frozen right now. But my husband will have to get that cut out of there once we get the spring thaw. So I'm going to keep walking down the little path here. When we bought this property, all of this was so overgrown you couldn't even hardly get back in here. So we've done a lot of work over the years. And unfortunately, we have a lot of maple trees out here. So we do get a lot of limbs down anytime we have wind or storms or anything. But my husband has stacked a pile here for our local wildlife, like rabbits and stuff like that, so they can build a little winter home in there. And down here, where this archway is, right here, that is the very back side of our stock tank. That is the furthest corner of our fenced off pasture, and it actually does need some work there. So we've tried thought about, I should say, having cattle or goats or anything else, but whatever we decide to do, we're going to have to still work on some of the fencing. All right, I'm still up here on the hill, and this is also the pasture down here. You can kind of see where the brush line is that goes along here. We've got fence line through here. This is actually a lagoon here, which we actually don't use it for a lagoon, at least not for much. And we also have another tree down. And this was another archway tree, but my husband's definitely going to have to cut it now. So when we first bought this property, we were looking for a place to park our camper. We do have an RV. And when we got out here, we saw that this whole area up here is set up for sewer, which that's what goes into the lagoon. And we call this our campground. This last summer, I built this reclaimed wood little outhouse. So that was my project. And we pull our camper up here usually. Long story, didn't get up here. It's down in our driveway right now. But we have our bonfires up here, and we like to grill and have friends out and camp. And this is a huge pile of wood. And this is where one of my puppies is. On the back side, you can see our granddaughter's playhouse. Our oldest daughter has a house here, so that's our secondary house. Down here is our main house. This is just the back of it. I have a metal shed here that I have a lean-to on, and that's where we had our goats before. You can kind of start to see where our camper is parked. That is part of our driveway. And I'll get right back to you when I get down the hill a little bit more. Okay, right here I've got a patch. We've actually had a pool here the last couple years, but it's surrounded by railroad ties, and I thought about maybe starting a garden in there. Once upon a time it did have a garden, but we have literally fought with the swimming pool the last 2 years, and I think I'm just over that. So, but then we've got, here's a tire swing. This is our back deck. Oh, that was too fast. Sorry, guys. Back of the house. This is the shed with the lean-to. We've got several trailers, and this is one of the tractors my husband has right now. He's not sure if he's going to keep it, or if he's going to get rid of it. We've got a small little shed for storage. Back there, I'm trying to see if I can point out where the back of the pasture line is. It is that brush line right there. And then we go down here, and this is actually part of our driveway. We actually have 2 RVs over here right now. One of them we have sold, and one of them we are switching stuff over to keep. So that's what these are over here. And this is my husband's workshop. And I'm not going to post that because it's got personal information on it. But there's the entrance to one of our entrances to the pasture, and it goes all the way back past that brush. And we have another entrance over here. Like I said, we have had a calf back here. So we did put some new fencing up, but not a lot. And I'm not going to walk all the way down there because all this snow I'm walking on actually has ice under it, so it's kind of slippery. But we have an entrance there. And we have a gate here, another limb down. That we had to take the gate out this past, gosh, I think it was summer. We had problems with our sewer. The sewer actually collapsed. That was a lot of fun. So, but anyway, that's just a little bit around our property. And I just wanted to kind of show. Oh, here's my little old man kitty. This is my Tweety. Tweety, kitty. Meow meow. And we think he tried to take on a raccoon. He's got a little scrape on his eyebrow. But anyway, this is our property, and I just wanted to say, hey, I am a real person, and we've got stuff, and I've got plans in the making, and I also wanted to kind of document the snow, the weather, a little bit of the trees down in our area. And with that, I'm going to get off here, and I guess I'll get this uploaded, and next time I can think of something to put on here, I will. See you next time. Bye-bye.